Well, there's many people that I'd like to have dinner with who are still living, but somebody from history who I think I'd really like to have dinner with is Nicholas Owen, who was an English Jesuit brother during the time of the Reformation. And he built something called a priest hole, which was to hide a priest from the forces who were seeking to expel Catholics and Catholic priests in particular from England during that time.
I think I would like to have dinner with my favourite Jesuit. His name is Miguel Pro. He was a Jesuit from Mexico. He was martyred in the early 20th century, so it was during a time when the church was being persecuted in Mexico, and he had to minister as a priest in the underground church. So he had to go secretly from place to place.
I've done my doctorate on a French Jesuit called Henri de Lubac, who had a really important influence on the course of 20th century theology, especially leading up to the Vatican Council. Had a whole set of trials of his own, but was somebody who had a real grasp of culture, of what had been happening pre-war, post-war, philosophical currents, theological currents, and a deeply, deeply interesting man who could, I suppose, almost see the future in the sense of pick where currents are going in intellectual thought, in the church, in the life of faith, but with a great grasp of where we come from and informing where we've come from to work out where we're going.
For these purposes, I'd pick one Alberto Hurtado. He was a Jesuit from Chile. Like me, he was a lawyer. He was something of an intellectual in the public square, very committed to the rights of the workers in Chile in the days when they were doing without, and very practically grounded with union workers in making sure they made a difference.